And so that's it, folks. Saturday night, 12 rounds of action again between Tyson Fury and Neven Pajkic for the Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship, featured live on Channel 5 across the UK and Super Channel in Canada. Just a reminder, the weigh-in will be held this Friday at 1 p.m. at the Orient Main Stage at the Trafford Centre right here in Manchester, UK. And tickets are starting at £30. They're on sale and may be purchased via Hennessy Sports box office 01925 755 222 or at ticketline.co.uk, ticketmaster.co.uk, and or at www.hennessysports.com. Before we go to the floor to take a few questions, I have a few questions myself. First, Tyson, the first thing I was told when I got here this afternoon was that these two guys don't like each other. And Neven was very classy a moment ago while addressing a few words to you. What should I believe?
By the sounds of our both conversations, it sounds like we're not going to have a fight. It sounds like we're just going to go for a dance. But I can assure you one thing, yeah? If I wasn't scared of getting my boxing license taken off me, I'd get up off the seat and smash my fist in his face, yeah? And I'd smash him up and down this place for the things he said about my family, yeah? But considering I am, and I don't want to get reprimanded, I'm going to sit down and keep calm. But come Saturday night, I'm going to punish this kid, you know? He's come here for a beating, and a beating he's going to get. And no one's seen the Tyson Fury that's going to come in against Neven Pajkic on Saturday. I'm an animal, and I'm going to unleash the beast on Saturday night. So there you have it.
Neven, you're the challenger. Other than that championship belt, what does Tyson have that you don't have? And have you got this guy figured out and solved?
Well, he's got ugly face. I don't have that. That's number one. Number two, well, listen, I'm not motivated by hate. You know, for me, motivation is to provide a better life for my son and my family, and that's all I need. If that needs to build up some hate, to be more motivated, if love for his family is not good enough for him, you know what? That's his problem, not mine. Believe me, even though I speak soft, I'm not gonna be soft come Saturday night. There will be leather flying from both sides, and if he thinks he's in for an easy fight, then good luck to him. That's what I have to say.
Thanks, Neven. Last question for myself, Tyson again. If you win on Saturday night, I mean, you're right now, you're the Commonwealth champion. If you win, what's next for you? And if you lose, what's next for you?
As I said in the build-up, yeah, if I lose this fight, I'll retire. Yeah, if Neven gives me a hard fight, I'll retire. Because if I can't handle the likes of Neven Pajkic, I'm never going to unify the heavyweight division. And I do believe this time next year I'll be heavyweight champion of the world, and I will unify the division in 2012 to 2013. But first thing I'd like to say is, whoever thinks this guy is better looking than me should go to Smiciklas, yeah? Another thing, I like his haircut, but I want to know when's he going to get it finished. Also, yeah, I really think that I might improve his looks on Saturday night by giving him a couple of lefts and a couple of rights, because he's the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life. And just to finish it off, when I win, not if I win, when I win, I'm going to win in style, and I'm going to go out in Manchester and I'm just going to paint it red completely. I'm going to rip up this town like it's never been ripped up before. And that's it.
Thanks. Any questions from the floor?
1 minute you're all smiles and laughing, and the next you're feeling this great anger towards him. What's genuine and what's a show?
Well, I don't know if many of you's read the article that was in the papers of my dark side and all this type of thing. Many of you's might have done. But I'd go through phases. 1 minute I'm okay, next minute I'm a horrible person. And I sit here smiling and all that, but every time every time it comes into the fight mode, I keep switching on and off like a light. I go from smiley to aggressive and all that sort of stuff. So it's like Neven said, this is a sport, yeah. I don't want Neven to get hurt in any type of way, like he said about me, yeah. This is a sport, we're trying to provide for our families here. But I'd say this fight is not just a boxing match. This fight is very personal, yeah? I was over in Canada, I called him out ringside, he chucked a towel at me, blah, blah, blah. Then I went on TV and said some things about Neven, he said some things about me, so it's kind of a grudge match, you know? It's not the average boxing match where he calls me a name and I call him a name. We're really going in there on Saturday night to give each other a good beating, you know? And hopefully he does come and fight like he says he's going to fight, because I know I'll be there to fight, as always. I always come, wear my heart on my sleeve and may the best man win. I get stuck in, he's going to get stuck in, they call him no surrender, but on Saturday night, I promise you he's going to surrender. I'm going to make him quit.
Is he right though? Do you need to generate this kind of hatred to motivate you? That's what he's suggesting.
No, you know what? This is just a step towards stardom for me. Like I said before in the interview, you've got to fasten your seatbelt, sit back and enjoy the ride, because we're heading to the stars on this spaceship, baby.
Other questions?
Tyson, I see you've got another trainer now. Is it important that you settle down with one trainer long term? Because you seem to be chopping and changing more than the norm.
Well, you know what it is? I've had about 100 trainers since I've been a professional, but that hasn't harmed me because I'm still 16-0. So anyone who says one head is better than 10 doesn't know what they're talking about. So I don't know. It's me and Chris get along well. It wasn't that my Uncle Hughie done anything bad, because he's a good trainer, and he got me to 16-0, British and Commonwealth champion, and in the Chisora fight, best I've ever been. So I can't complain with Hughie. But you know what it is? It's family thing again. And rather than keep arguing over a stupid boxing match and falling out all the time, it's just not worth it, you know. When it comes down to family and stuff, it's better to be friends than to be arguing over some boxing match. And it wasn't like it was business associates, because he wasn't getting paid for it, he was just doing me a favour. And for me to feel the way I did against him, and him to feel the way he did against me over some boxing that he wasn't getting paid for, it's just nonsense really. So I think it's better we go our own separate ways. And I don't know, hopefully Chris is the one I'm going to stick with, but you never can tell. The travelling man in me likes to travel through trainers.
Does that give you a lift inside?
What's that?
If you change trainers, does that give you a lift? Like some people get a lift by moving house.
Well, I don't know if it gives you a lift or not, you know. You just got to keep going and do what your heart tells you, because at the end of the day, yeah, this is my career. Nobody in this room can say, all right, I told Tyson to do this, and I don't want, when I'm finished in boxing, I don't want to say if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Them words are said a lot in boxing, and I don't want to say, oh, it was Mick Hennessy's fault, or Hughie's fault, or Chris Johnson's fault, or my dad's fault. I want it to be my fault, whether I win or lose, you know. And I'll know in my career that I've done everything I can to go as far as I can, really.
And I think I know the answer to this. In your career, the ultimate aim, of course, is world champion.
Yeah, the ultimate aim is to become the heavyweight champion of the world. And you know what? God willing, after this fight, we're our way there, you know. We're looking at the winner of Pajkic and Boswell. But you know what? After this fight, I'm going to take a break, enjoy Christmas, my most favourite time of the year, eat loads of sweets, cakes, custards, and just enjoy life, you know, because it's a short life. As we know, Joe Frazier's just died, and you've got to fulfil it. God tells us to live every day like it's going to be our last, so we've got to enjoy life as well as being serious.
Tyson, you're speaking of the Pajkic or Boswell and the Klitschko's. Is that, are you going to leave the British title behind you now? Or are you going to carry on, you're going to defend that, or maybe Mick?
I mean, he's highly ranked there with most of the governing bodies. So, British and Commonwealth champion. The European title is a title that we would like, definitely. And you know, to get that European title, I think we need to move fast with Tyson, because he is world class. He's, as I said, I believe he's, with the right preparation, he could win the world title straight away. We're not going to go that route, but we're going to have to go after the European title quickly if he's going to get it. Otherwise, he's going to go straight to world level. He's in a different league to the current crop of British fighters. There's not one of them that could give him a world-class fight. That, you know, he's in a complete different league. Any name that's brought up in the current crop of British fighters, you know, Tyson would take apart. So you know, we are going to look to world titles, European potentially first. We've actually booked. You know, we're so big on Tyson becoming a world champion and a unified world champion. that we've actually, you know, put a deposit and booked Madison Square Garden for March 17th. So, you know,
this
yeah, that's the theatre, and that's Tyson headlining on St Patrick's Day at Madison Square Garden, which shows the belief that we have in this brilliant young heavyweight.
Well, that's it, folks. Tyson Fury, Neven Pajkic, 12 rounds of action for the Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship right here at EventCity in beautiful Manchester, UK, this Saturday, November 12th. A presentation of Hennessy Sports. Doors open at 5 p.m. Boxing starts 1 hour later. All info and tickets at www.hennessysports.com. Our guests are now available for individual interviews. And see you all at the weigh-in this Friday, 1 p.m. at the Orient Main Stage at the Trafford Centre right here in Manchester. Thanks for being with us today, folks.